So here's our first day of almost winter. No sun, good cloud cover. I can finally see the ground without the shadows. So attached with this video here will be kind of the 5,000 mile review and talk a bit more what I've done to the bike. The only thing that I left out was no big deal, just the hand grips. I was having a real problem with blisters, and I think the smaller diameter grips was like folding the skin up on my hand. It had nowhere to go. So with these pillow cushion things, it's a larger diameter, a lot better to hang on to. So it's funny, I get a kick out of looking at the analytics on these videos. I think the first one I posted has got close to 13,000 hits. And you look at the countries, and there's over people in 100 different countries that watch this stuff. So I'm sure for some, it's nice to look at some different terrain. And this video here, it's for my two godsons. They're about 17 months old, somewhere right in there. Can't really talk, but they're dirt bikers in the beginning process for sure. So James and Andrew, pay attention. This is for you guys. And what happens is when they watch these videos, it completely calms them down. They recognize my voice, and they go into their little toddler boom boom motorcycle sounds, and it gives the watchers a little bit of a break. So James and Andrew, make sure you got some clean diapers on. We might go some fast stuff here, so I'll make sure we start out good. So I'm already a little huffing and puffing from the riding I've been doing out here, but let's go for a little brum brum ride. Brum. Comes up fast. I'm gonna miss it. Second gear, go. Woo. Hard to stop on big rolling rocks. Oh! That was close. Not really. Didn't see that. Start having fun and twisting the throttle. Be going sideways. I'll be interested to see what happens after we get some rain. If I can actually get some traction then. The old flat tire. Well, I wonder if the wind ever blows here. Look at that tree. They're all like that. Very cool area. So, the bike has got over 5,000 miles on it now. And the only thing I've done since all the initial stuff was to put a lowering link on it, and I lowered it by 3/4 of an inch. Did wonders to lower the center of gravity, and for whatever reason it's made the front suspension really plush. I mean, I'd been playing around with it and I had it set pretty good, and then when I dropped the rear end on it, which should have basically lightened the load on the front, but I'd already been there, so something about actually changing the weight, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense, but it handles a whole lot better, and it's a whole lot easier to put your foot out on the ground if you're off camber going down steep hills where normally you wouldn't be able to. And then the only other little thing that I did, I need to do it again. I mean, right now I'm on a slope here, but I had cut the side stand off down here by the foot. I cut it off, took out 1/2 inch of material, and then welded the little foot back on. But when this thing's on level ground, it still feels like it's going to tip over, and on the trail it's like you've always got to find a hole or find something to put the side stand down on. So I think I'll take another 1/2 inch out of that, and then I should be good. So let's see, we're at 8,291 feet. The fan is always on, seems like. So there it is, 5,075 miles. And 159 hours on the motor, and that's the only reason you would really buy this bike, is for the motor. It is phenomenal. Handling wise, I mean, there's other bikes that handle real well. Weight wise, it's pretty heavy for off-road, but again, back to this whole dual sport thing, the fact that I can click off 100 miles on the asphalt, jump off-road and have a good time, I'm happy with this thing. It's a good match for me. There you got it. Stickers don't stick to the seat, and I've actually got this blinker resolved, but when I bought a new blinker, I didn't check to make sure that the lens was screwed on tightly, and it wasn't, so it just fell out of there. But this has been on there now for 1,000 miles and hasn't melted, so I just need to go back and get the clear lens for it. And then, of course, custom plate, Mother Lode Adventure Tours. And we'll be going live with that at mlatours.com very, very shortly. Just kind of been waiting for the weather to change here a little bit. We're due for, this snow is from a little rain that came through last week. But it's like 70 degrees out here today. It's very pleasant. But we got another storm coming in, and it's going to drop. So this area is probably going to be closed. There'll be no more access here within a few more days. So I wanted to get up here. Having not been here before, this is pretty cool. But with 95 miles on this tank of gas, I have definitely got to start heading back, and I need to go find my buddy, and because he'll have extra gas in his tank if we need to siphon some out. So this is it. We're very near at this point the Sonora Pass. If I jump back down, when I get to the asphalt road, which is going to take a while, maybe 25-minute drive up the road, and be over the pass. Down 7,370 feet. And Yes, we have a trail. Lots of Jeep tracks up here. I think this is, I see a bunch of four-wheel drive Jeep clubs around. This must be their hangout. One of them anyway. Boundary, boundary, boundary. Okay. And it looks like I can go up the rock or up the rock. We'll try going up the rock. Yeehaw! Oh! Started to reach for the brake. I wasn't sure if I was going off an edge or not. Oh, the power band on this is just amazing down this low. Okay, doesn't look like I'm going across that. Crazy. This is like straight up. Amazing. Heavy bike. That torque, gearing. Pretty cool. Okay, go back to the main road. Uh-oh, I said I wanted to go up. I just put it in first gear to be sure. Pretty steep. Back in the first. How fun. This is what I thought I was going to get on that other peak that I saw. Going up. Okay, that's a good one not to have to get stuck on. I didn't think this went anywhere. Very cool. Okay, so there's where we just were down there. So that U-shaped rock, I think on one of my other rides I was over on that peak off in the distance because I could look across this way, and that rock with the U in it really stood out. So that would have been Bear Valley, if not that peak maybe directly behind that one blocking it, but that is on the other side of Highway 4. And we can ride from here to there. Pretty cool. Almost 7,500 feet here. Okay, so that's the way we came up. Looks like going on. Interesting, when you drag the rear brake like I just did, this bike will just go wherever the momentum takes it, regardless of which way you're pointed. Oops, I didn't do this one very well. Whoa! That's the thing about first-time trails, you don't know what's coming up. I kept trying to get my balance set up and stand on the pegs, and I kept rolling over something else before I had a chance to do that. So clearly the worst thing you can do with this little piggy is to skid that rear wheel. And sometimes you want to be able to do it, but when it skids, it tends to just go sideways. Far better than having the ABS on though when you can't keep the rear wheel from rolling. Feet on the pegs this whole time. Oops. Just put them down. This is just a little downhill. I'm going a whole lot more downhill. It's just that I've learned with this thing, you just really got to watch your downhill speed. Because if you lose it, you're not going to just stick a foot out and catch yourself. You're going down. And that's presumptuous on my part. I haven't been down yet, so to speak. So far, all my crashes have been either standing still or 1 mile an hour fallovers, as opposed to having any speed going and eating it. This is steep-ish. You got me huffing and puffing, I can tell you that, just trying to hang on to the front end. And not knowing where I'm going up. Hit the skid plate on that one a little bit. Now we seem to come back to the main road.